everybody, it's Bridget with Chicken and Nugget. Today we are going to make a super simple camping recipe, which Andy and I really use for camping. It doesn't have to be for camping, but it's one of our favorite camping recipes, and it's jambalaya. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now I've prepped all of my ingredients. I've got my chicken cooked, I've got my rice cooked, everything is ready to go and prepped. So this is going to come together really quickly. So let's go ahead and get this on. And at about medium heat, I'm going to go ahead and add my oil and get that warming. Once this gets going, then it's just going to be a lot of stuff going in at once. The brilliant thing about this is you can use any sort of protein. You can make this vegetarian by skipping protein altogether. You can make this vegan by adding tofu or vegan sausage. This is a great recipe that's really versatile. You could use shrimp, whatever it is that makes you happy. This is just something that we use to take on camping trips with us. One, because I can make it ahead, and two, because it freezes really nicely and heats up really well. All right, so my oil is nice and warm. I'm gonna go ahead and add my aromatics. I've got my bell pepper and my onion. I'm just gonna go ahead and add that in. I'm gonna let this cook down for about 5 minutes. So we'll get this cooked down and we'll come back in just a minute. Welcome back. So we've got our veggies sauteing and my onions have become translucent. My bell peppers have cooked down a little bit. So now I'm ready for my next step. I'm going to turn my heat down just a little bit and I'm going to add my garlic. Now when you add your garlic, you want to layer it sort of on top of your cooked veggies, and then that way you make sure that it doesn't burn. And then we get that all stirred together real quick. And I would say cook that for just about a minute so it doesn't burn. And then I'm going to add my spices. I've got my all-purpose Cajun spice. I'm adding some smoked paprika, which is one of our favorites here in our house. And just a pinch of cayenne, because I know Mr. Sardone likes some heat. All right, so I'm going to cook my garlic and my spices just until it's fragrant. Like I said, about a minute. And it smells really good. It's coming together nicely. All right, so now I'm going to add a large can of diced tomatoes. And the reason I'm using such a large can is because I am making a big batch of jambalaya. All right. So now I've got my tomatoes in, and I'm just mixing everything together. This is really easy, especially when you make everything ahead of time. It just comes together so quickly. All right, so to that, I'm going to add my chicken, which I have pre-cooked, seasoned, and cubed. And get that all mixed together. I'm going to go ahead and grab a wooden spoon real quick. There's that. And last but certainly not least, my rice. So I used 1.5 cups of dry rice. I cooked all of it with 3 cups of water. And then I use all of that rice in this recipe. All right, and then I just stir this all together. And just to make sure that my rice doesn't get too dry, I'm going to add 1 cup of chicken broth or chicken stock. Combine all of these ingredients. Back in there, guys. All right, so I'm gonna add my chicken broth, but I like to make sure that I get all of my tomato sauce and juice from this can. So I just like to put my chicken broth in there and give my can a little swirl around, just to make sure I get all that good stuff. Perfect. All right, give a little bit of extra flavor. Definitely add some salt. And my very last step is fresh diced tomatoes. Now you don't have to add these if you don't want to, but we really like a fresh element in our jambalaya. So I just stir those all together. I let it simmer for a couple of minutes, and then it's ready to go. There you have it, guys. Fast, easy, flavorful jambalaya. Comes together really quickly, and it freezes beautifully. We'll see you guys again next time on our Chicken and Nugget channel. Hope you have a great day. Bye.